DC the beat man.
So epic. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Train, as usual. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And as you can see, we got my man Xavier here. Xavier, how's everything with you, boss?
Everything going good out here in the A. It's a little gloomy outside, but it's still a beautiful day. Grateful.
Bars. I feel you. It's a little gloomy out here too, though. I will say, but you know, it's only gloomy outside because it's been a lot to talk about, NBA related. And I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if y'all really been paying attention, but something we both can be objective about. Well, I might have a little bias actually on this one. I can't hold you. Who's gonna win this matchup? Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Suns versus Mavs. Who's gonna win this matchup? I feel like this is a matchup that we have to see in the playoffs this season.
Well, I mean, obviously at the top, Phoenix. But like you were just saying a few minutes ago, let's see how Phoenix rounds out their depth. Not saying that Dallas has a whole lot of fucking depth because they don't. But then let's just see how Phoenix rounds out their roster. But at the top, it's 4-on-2. I mean, Luka and Kyrie. Luka gonna get his buckets. Kyrie gonna get his buckets. It is what it is.
So, but you said something interesting, right? You said the depth for the Nets isn't as good as the depth. I mean, the Mavs isn't as good as the depth for the Suns.
I'm not saying it's not as good. I'm not saying that it's not as good as the Suns. I'm just saying it's not that great. Their depth is not that great, which is why they were so desperate to go get Kyrie. Because they're saying every time Luka goes to the bench, it's hell. So,
I think also, too, Spencer Dinwiddie isn't as good of a – I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a good talent, but they need a second option. And Spencer Dinwiddie isn't really that second option. Like, he's a player who I think is a quality sixth man of the year to like a step and a half above Monte Morris. You feel me? Like, he's a good player. I just don't think he's what you need. Like, Jalen Brunson is better than Spencer Dinwiddie, and it showed. Like, you need a quality player who will force Luka off the ball. And I actually like this matchup or this pairing for Luka because if there's anybody who's like, all right, this guy can score his ass off, it is Kyrie Irving. I got to respect Kyrie. And if Luka cannot respect Kyrie Irving, that's going to tell me something for the future. So that's what I'm looking to see. Because if that respect factor, if that chemistry can actually manifest and blossom, I'm not going to lie to you, they might be able to beat the Suns. Because, yes, Kevin Durant is stout, but, like, they still have to defend Luka Doncic as well. Like, the Mavs have to defend. But, like, if I list off their team, like, if I'm not mistaken, they still have Christian Wood. They still have Powell. They still have JaVale McGee. They still have Kleber. And I believe they have Markieff Morris. You also got Jaden Hardy, Josh Green. Like, that's not a bad team.
Like I said, Dallas
have Tim Hardaway Jr. Like,
Dallas
Reggie
could be a problem. They could be a problem. But like I said, at the top still, it's still Phoenix. Like I said, the depth, how Phoenix rounds out their roster will determine that matchup. Like,
okay, now let me ask you this then, all right? Because like I'm in on FanDuel. I was winning for a good little second. I'm still him, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still him. But I did hit a little drought. Like when you lose because Jaylen Brown gets hit in the face by his own teammate, and then his own teammate can't hit 20. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? But let's go to this one. Let's go to this one. No, I'm sorry. If you on FanDuel, put money on one of those teams, Suns or Mavs.
All right, see, I'm trying to break it down.
You gotta pick one. You just gotta say the name. You just gotta say the team name.
So basically, it would be this matchup will come down to when the smoke clears. It's gonna come down to D Book and KD versus Luka and Kyrie. who can outscore who as a duo. And
that's a fantasy edition right there.
And I'm really thinking in a 7-game series, game for game. All right, Luka. Let's say, for example, Luka and KD gonna cancel each other out. That's 35 points a piece per game in a series. So we gonna cancel them 2 out. When it comes down to D-Book and Kyrie, the only reason I would roll with D-Book is because he's 6'6".
Okay, so you going with D-Book because
no, I said that's the only reason I would.
He's not 6'6". He's like 6'4", 6'5". Like, don't do that.
He ain't 6'4".
He like average height, bro. Like for the shooting guards. Like, don't get me wrong, D-Book good size, good solid, but like he. So when I'm thinking in terms of scoring, right? I think Kyrie's bag is a little bit better than D-Book.
That's why I said
if I'm saying Luka and KD are gonna wash each other out, and I got to bet on Kyrie versus D-Book scoring wise, I think Kyrie. I think Kyrie's a better scorer.
I'm taking Kyrie. Like I said, the only reason I would even consider D-Book is because he's taller. But the going to go get a bucket.
Okay, so you go Mavs. So you're going Mavs.
If it comes down to how I think it's going to come down, depth being equal, Dallas could upset them niggas, bro. Because if it comes down to can y'all stop Kyrie and Luka, the answer is fucking no. Because who the fuck is CP3 finna guard? And
it's gonna be a little tough to see who he guards.
It ain't like D-Book is a strapper. It's like D-Book can go get you 40, but his man got 35. So it ain't like.
Yeah, no, it's gonna. It's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. But I think it's gonna be the Mavs favored right now for me solely because of the depth. But once the Suns do replenish, I do like bolster that depth up a little bit. I think we'll be fine. I think they'll be good to go. But point in time, as of when the trade occurred, I think the Mavs would upset the Suns. So, and that's very upsetting because I want one for Chris Paul so badly. I really, truly do, bro. I really, truly do. But X, I greatly appreciate this, my boy. This was a good episode, man. Definitely gotta have you back on the show.
Real quick.
This man always be leaving, bro. I swear he really be acting like LeBron James. Bro. Like it's crazy. It's so crazy.
I be traveling. What can I say?
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.